There we go. There's my toxic trait. I just announced it to you.
Imagine if I call him the wrong name and he has my name. That's so bad. Oh, me,
Julian.
100%. I'd make friends with him.
I was just going to say he'd probably try to be friends with them.
Welcome to the Alyssa and Julian Podcast.
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Julian, and this is
the Alyssa and Julian Podcast.
Boom. A boom.
Okay. What is your intention of the week?
My intention of the week is, I need to get back
here we go.
on my posting schedule.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
And
I was expecting something way worse.
what is my posting schedule, you might ask? I need on my channel to have one long form video and 2 shorts a week. That is my posting schedule, and I need to get back on that heavy. I did a good job of planning out my videos, and I have a few videos planned out that I can upload, but I have to, post them, essentially.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't plan this. What is my intention of the week?
The one who plans the podcast.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm really bad at this. Let's see. You know what I really want to do? I actually have been kind of journaling lately, and it feels really good. So I definitely want to keep on that. And then I also got back into reading the other day. Literally read 6 chapters in the day. It was so good. It was such I don't want to say refreshing almost, but kind of refreshing feeling. It was just so nice. I was chilling. I need to do that more.
Word. We have really basic intentions of the week this week.
I have to, because every time I try to do a crazy one, we all know it doesn't happen. So if I do little things that might just happen now and then, wow, I have 5 minutes, the baby's sleeping, let me read.
I would hope you have 5 minutes more, or more than 5 minutes with him.
Honestly, you never know. He's sleeping right now. That's why we're kind of getting this done in the middle of the afternoon instead of tonight like we normally would. So we're trying to make use of our time.
Yeah.
We don't know how much time we have. That's the stressor.
No, that is the stressor.
But we're making do what we got right now.
Yeah, I think for me it's going to be easy but hard at the same time, because the long form ideas are hard to come up with, but I can come up with them. Shorts are just a whole other animal. And I was happy that I came up with the solid 6 or 7 good ideas that I would like to film. But honestly, there's some ideas too that I really need to push myself and say, you can do this. You're choosing the safe way out by not filming that. You need to just film it. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Because it'd
be like that sometimes.
I had some really good ideas that I came up with.
Really?
Yeah.
You just gotta execute them.
Yeah, I'll show you later. Something, I feel like I have a really big idea that could be a banger, but I'm scared to record it because of I'd have to tell you the idea to explain why I'm afraid of it, and I don't want to put the idea out there yet because I don't know if it's a good one or not, but I feel like it could be next level. So yeah, I have a lot.
That's kind of interesting though. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and this one wouldn't cost me anything. I mean, it would just you would have to be home to watch the baby, but it wouldn't cost me anything. It wouldn't I would just I use everything I already have.
That's interesting.
Stay home.
I'm very intrigued.
Yeah. That's
all right.
These I don't know. These ideas that are like that are so good to me, but also are they actually interesting? You know what I mean? That's the other hard part.
What the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my mind is in shock. Hold on. So streaming platforms, we are on
all of them dangs.
Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music,
Google Podcast.
Anywhere you find your streaming platforms, YouTube, Alyssa and Julian Podcast. It's so funny because I've been listening to newish. Well, definitely new, because one of the people I watch on YouTube just made a podcast, so she has 3 episodes deep or something. But every time someone says like their podcast handle almost on like an Instagram or something. They never put podcast. They always say pod. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
A lot of people do, and they're like, pod, pod. And we're like, yeah, podcast. Like, we have the whole thing.
Let it be known that Alyssa came up with the name. Anyway.
Whatever. I'm fine with it. It's just weird because everyone says it and they're like pod, and I'm like, oh dang. Okay.
A guy who gave a Creator Now speech actually just started a podcast too, and
did he name it pod? Something pod?
I think he did, actually. But it's funny because I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, you got to use this app that we're using. It's called Anchor. Like, you got to because he only put it on YouTube. So I was like, bro, use Anchor. Like, it'll distribute it to like everything for you." And he was like, "Oh, will do, man. Thank you." But like, he's like a big like YouTuber filmmaker. Like, I'll show you him later. Crazy. But like, it just goes to show like anyone could have usable advice for you. So never close off your mind to what is possible. Everyone has ideas that can lead to success for you. Everyone.
I mean, facts. Good point.
Yeah, because like he's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Why would he listen to me? Well, because I have good ideas. You know what I mean? And so do you. And so do you watching or listening. Like, you have good ideas. Don't be afraid to share them with people.
Give me some. Okay. Anyway, so today we are going to be playing a little game. If you follow our Alyssa and Julian account, not the podcast, just the Alyssa and Julian account on Instagram.
Follow the podcast too, though.
Yeah, follow the podcast too, because stuff like this I'd love to post on the podcast Instagram. I just feel like we have more of a viewer dynamic on the Alyssa and Julian account. But I posted a story the other day with the little text box, and I wanted you to send in like who's most likely to blah, blah, blah statements. And I got a few. I feel like, I don't know if this is going to go fast or slow. I don't know if we'll talk about some. I probably should have like prepared and like made little sheets, but we're just going to either point, say a name, argue, agree. I don't know.
A name just in case people are listening.
Okay. So fair point. So I'm glad I didn't make sheets.
Yeah.
So.
Oh boy.
Shall we get started? The first one I thought was really weird, but funny because I was kind of confused when I read it, but we're going to do it anyway.
Go for it.
So, who's most likely to blow up the moon?
I mean, me. Like, 100%.
I was going to say you.
Alyssa is...
I love the moon.
No, not even just that, though. Like,
I love the moon.
Alyssa's not the type to put herself in a situation where she could possibly blow up the moon. That's where I was thinking.
No, because I love the moon.
No, just in a case where like...
But I love the moon.
Yes, okay, you love the moon. But like, I'm thinking that we're like, guys, we're going to do this crazy YouTube video today. We're going to be going to the moon. Next thing you know, I just accidentally like launched the rocket ship into the moon without going.
It blows up.
Yeah, without
that'd be a story.
Or even maybe being on it, which would be worse.
All right. Anyways.
If I die, you guys got my channel.
Oh. Who's most likely to eat expired food?
You. 100% you. 100%. Because she's the snacker. Like,
I feel like I would agree. And I feel like if I did, I don't think I would knowingly eat expired food. Like, I'm weird with food. If I know it's going out, I'll throw it out probably a couple days prior because my memory will forget that it's expired. So if I did, it'd probably be by accident.
And then she'd make a weird face and be like,
wow, that's awful. And I'll throw it out. And then I'll look at the date and be like, wow.
If you're not watching, go to YouTube right now so you can see the face she'd make.
I mean, you're probably not wrong, but see, okay,
Then she goes just like this. Ready? That's not good. Like,
moral of the story, it would be me, not by choice though. Let's not get too crazy. I'm not that weird.
Would I eat expired food by choice? I barely eat food like that's good, let alone expired. Like, I'm really like conscious about what I'm putting in my body. Like, I don't know. No.
Who's most likely to get abducted by aliens on purpose?
Oh, me,
Julian.
100%. I would make friends with them.
I was just going to say he'd probably try to be friends with them.
I would make friends with them.
He'll go to, what was that place? Area 51, 91, 61, something like that.
51.
And be like, hey, I'm just trying to be friends. Literally try to like talk to them, talk to whoever like guards it off to like smooth talk to get into there. Like,
yeah, I'll be friends.
You should have gone. You should have gone to try to get in.
You trying to get me shot, bro?
No, I'm saying you would have smooth talked them and like somehow would have managed your way in there and been friends with the aliens.
With a government job off.
They would have. They would have abducted you, but it would have been on purpose. Yeah. Because you were trying to make friends.
Yeah.
I could see 100%. It. Tell me you could see it. I could see it.
There's been like a crazy amount of UFO sightings lately. Anyway.
What the? Mm-hmm. What kind of world are we living in?
350 confirmed UFO sightings.
What?
I believe.
Dude, remember?
Some number like that.
Were we just talking the other day about how I live under a rock? I think it was on stream. I can confirm I've been living under a rock because
I saw it on Instagram. I was like, what the heck?
What the? Yeah, haven't heard that. Next one. Who's most likely to... Oh, this is so easy. Guys, you should have given us like more complicated, like juicy ones. Who's most likely to eat all the candy the day you buy it? I vote I. Julian doesn't really eat candy like that.
Yeah, no. I'm not a big sweets guy.
Yeah, he's crazy. I love sweets. And especially since I've been pregnant, like every time I eat, I want like dessert.
Fair.
I blame it on the pregnancy cravings. Literally, like I'd be at work too and I'll have lunch and then I'm like, dang, I want something sweet or I want candy or I want ice cream or something. Like it's so bad. Mm-hmm. But then like at the same time, like I'll be kind of full because like at work, I'll try to eat enough to where like it'll last me until I go home and like have dinner or something. That way, like I'm not snacking all the time at work because I'll probably spend so much money. But I'd be sitting there full and then I'm like, dude, like I want candy. But then I'll give myself a second and I'll be like, okay, we're good.
You're making it sound like you eat so much and I eat like nothing. That's how this podcast episode is sounding.
I mean, you said I was the snacker and I am, so it's probably true.
You are the snacker. I mean, I know. But I eat more big meals. Like,
yeah, I'll eat like little stuff.
Like she doesn't really eat large amounts of food.
Could literally go like my meal will be like a salad. That'll fill me up for like an hour and then I'll be wanting more food.
Yeah, heck nah, bro.
And he'll have like a whole
steak.
Yeah.
Steak, pork chops, like I would go.
And he'll be good for like the night where like then I'll be like, oh, I'm kind of hungry.
Moral of the story is eat bigger meals and less. That's actually what they tell you too.
I would say that's probably like what it should be.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound wrong. That's just not what I do.
Yeah. Well, in terms when people watch calories, that's what they do. They eat bigger meals and eat less.
Smart. I can see it. Who's most likely to have two different personalities?
Oh, 100% me.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would have said me.
It's hard though because we're internet like social media influencers. Like when you're an influencer, I believe that there's the like on camera version of you, and then there's like the chilling version of you.
I don't know because some people are the same.
No, I know, but it doesn't mean you're different. Like just because you're on camera, because I could be like yelling at the camera, but I'm not gonna be like, and today what we're doing on YouTube is no. I'm just gonna talk to you. You know what I mean? Like. I guess that's not two different personalities. I guess that's more just an animated voice versus a regular voice. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's a whole new level of excitement you have to bring when you're on camera. Well, no, I don't know. It depends on the video you're making. But you get what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess, but I feel like some people just do it naturally. Like they're like hypeness. They're wake up and go like da-da-da. Like that's just so normal for them, so to speak. So like 100%. They'd be like, it's not another personality. Like that's just who I am.
Fair.
I feel like that'd be you. Like it just comes naturally almost. I don't think you have two different personalities or could have two different personalities. I think I would say me because like I could have like this, but like at the same time, like I'm also such an introvert that like.
You also hide. Alyssa, for those who don't know, Alyssa hides it, but she has a massive attitude, like a massive attitude.
Well, now that that's exposed, thank you very much.
Like if she gets mad, she has a very bad attitude.
100% me. Do you want to change your answer now or later?
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I don't have a massive attitude. I feel like if I get mad though, like I'm the same person. This is the crazy part about me. I'm not, when I get mad.
You just get salty.
I get salty, but I'm still the same person because I'm still like, I'm telling you very outwardly like why I'm angry. You know what I mean?
I guess so. I could see, no, when you're mad, you kind of will have like that's definitely a different personality, but it doesn't last that long because like you just like get over it.
Fair. Fair. Well, I mean,
Like
also
you have fun for like 5 minutes trying to be like annoying, and then
you're talking about the petty side, but I feel like
that's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of the word.
I feel like I have stages of like being mad though. Like I feel like I have my petty mad.
Oh my god, petty always pops out so fast.
My petty mad.
Mr. Petty over here will pop out in 5 seconds.
My petty mad will be mad, but then I also have like my quiet mad. I think my quiet mad's probably the worst.
No, sometimes your petty one's the worst.
No, see,
Yes.
the petty ones are just annoying. But
there we go.
the petty one is so yeah, the petty one's annoying, but the difference is between the petty one and the quiet one. The petty one is at least talking to you. You know what I mean? The quiet one is really
but like
the quiet one's really pissed off. So like,
in some ways you probably don't want the petty one talking. You'd probably could like prefer the quiet one,
this
or
sounds
like
so toxic right now. Like yes, I'm toxic. If you're wondering, yeah, I'm toxic. I don't know.
This is so funny.
It just sounds toxic, but seriously, and then there's
Dang, so maybe the answer is both of us.
Then there really is a whole other angry version of me that's like just like I don't want to say like going off, but kind of just ranting. You know what I mean? Like
But it's weird because like in some ways, like I like that. Like I like to just listen to what you actually have to say, because like that's when I realized like what points we were different on. Like if you thought of one thing but I thought of another, like when you're going on your rants, I could be like, okay, that's like that right there is where he was coming from. I didn't see that, or I didn't know that, or I didn't notice that type of thing. Because sometimes like when you're like explaining something, like I don't get like not what the problem is, but like why we're on separate page. But sometimes when you go on your rant, it'll just like pop out, like it just comes out almost like you're not thinking of it, like subconsciously you say something and I'm like, there it is, like that was the problem.
So I think we found out today what is wrong with me. I'm toxic. 100%. Julian is toxic, y'all.
No,
I am 100%
don't
toxic.
say that.
I'm toxic, bro. I just really like I had a revelation in today's podcast episode, bro.
You heard it here first.
I have 3 stages of anger, bro. Nah, seriously, I have 3 stages of anger. I think the worst one is the quiet one. Personally.
I think the worst one could be the petty one.
No, the petty one isn't that angry though.
But I think the worst one could be the petty one.
Well, the petty one's just annoying. That's why you say that. But I'm saying in terms of levels of angry, the angriest is the quiet one.
If you say so.
I'm telling you right now, the probably the least amount of anger is the petty one. The least amount of anger is the petty one. 100%.
I don't know. Sometimes it's not.
No, because you're talking about a level of annoyance. I'm
not talking about a level of annoyance. I'm saying sometimes like when you are being petty and all this stuff, like some of the stuff you say, like you'll be like, damn, like, okay, but like, you know, it's coming out of the pettiness. So like, you're just like, wow,
no,
like you couldn't have worded that any better.
Yeah. So, okay. So like,
wow, this took a turn.
What you're talking about, yeah, it did. But what you're talking about is like my outward, I guess, how I portray it outward. I'm talking about.
I think it could be the worst one.
No, you're saying about how you feel about it. I'm talking about like internally with me, how I'm feeling.
Oh yeah, I thought we were basing opinions.
What?
I thought we were basing opinions.
No, I'm talking about internally with me, like when I'm.
Right. Well, now that I'm confused.
When I'm at that stage, when I'm at the petty stage, I'm like I'm good. Like I'm not. I'm annoyed, but I'm not like really angry.
I'm annoyed.
Right. Like, and that's why it's the most annoying stage, because I'm annoyed, so you're going to be annoyed. That's
fair point.
You know what I mean? And then I think the like ranting one, he's kind of just like, yo, like, why aren't you understanding me type of vibe. He's annoyed because you're just not understanding
Yikes.
me. And then I think the quiet one's just like, all right, I give up, I'm leaving. Or I'm going in my corner. I'm busy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Fair point.
Fair point. And I think he's the most dangerous. Personally.
Well, note taken. Let's move on to the next one.
I have personalities. Dude, I have split personality disorder. Am I like?
Oh my god! Split? I was gonna say, you know that movie
Split?
You know those memes where it's like, that wasn't me, that was Patricia.
In my defense, though, in my defense, this isn't something that happens every day. I'm not petty every day, and I'm not toxic.
I could attest to that.
I feel like
this is very true.
Sounds so toxic.
That's why I said this took a turn.
5 minutes. Yeah, right. I mean,
we're talking about like toxic. If it pops up, if it happens to occur.
Right.
This isn't something we go through
like
every day. We're not that bad.
This is a way to gauge like how angry Julian is, just so you can have like a scale.
And like, I feel like this could happen not even with us. Like, he could like run into someone or something.
Yeah, and
that'll just like, yeah.
There's so many times I get into a car after an encounter.
Oh my God, being in the car can spark all of those.
Just start ranting to Alyssa about something.
The way people drive, the way people do something. Like, dude, I'm always yelling at people in the car, and he's like, "What the heck?"
Okay, yeah, so he's bad at that.
I yell at people with their driving all the time.
I'm talking about like I'll have an encounter in the grocery store, and I'll be like, "Yo, did you see that? Like, what was that about?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like that's mostly where your stuff comes out.
Yeah, during encounters, probably. Doing encounters.
Because, like, depending on how I feel, I definitely will, like, say something petty, and Julian will be like, Alyssa!
Yeah.
Because, like, I ain't taking, like, stupid people. I'll give you a for instance, so that we'll move on. So the other day we were in Target. I don't know if you remember, we were in an aisle, and I moved over because people were coming, and I wanted to leave. Like, I wanted to leave the aisle, but there was, like, a basket in the way. Like, I had to go around the basket, but people were coming this way, and they literally, like, stopped right where I was trying to go around. So I literally like turned the cart around and went out the other side of the aisle, which like wasn't a big deal, but I was so tempted to be like, okay. Been like, yeah, I wasn't trying to leave or anything. Like,
I mean, it was
literally just stopped right in the way.
I was about to say, you're making it sound like you just got annoyed for no reason. Like they kind of like blatantly saw her trying to leave and just stopped.
And I moved over and looked at them, waiting for them to pass by, and they just stopped to look at like bread or something. And I was like,
and I'm pretty sure they made like eye contact with her.
Right. So and like I couldn't go around because if I had to go around the basket, like I literally would have hit them with my cart.
I just put my head down and shook it like this.
So I was like, dude, like you literally stopped in the worst spot. Like you know dang well I'm trying to leave, which whatever. So I had to go like out that aisle, up the next one, and like down the aisle. I could have just kept going straight through, but whatever. Next one. Who is most likely to forget birthdays, anniversaries, etc., etc.?
Probably be me.
I would say I vote Julian
because she's really good with like dates.
I'm really like I don't know. I have the worst memory, but like give me a date and like.
Yesterday was my mom's anniversary. I didn't say happy anniversary. I completely forgot. I saw on Facebook. She literally
posted. I was gonna say she literally posted something.
I saw on Facebook this
morning.
Oh
my God! You better text her today.
I will. Ew. Sorry, love y'all.
I don't know. Like for some reason, like birthdays, dates, I don't know, something just gets like instilled in my head somehow. The way I wish like information would. Like I wish I could like remember something and it just sticks there. Yeah, no, the only thing, maybe like so many dates just like push other things out of my head. Things that are important, but my brain doesn't think they're important. So it's like, all right, you're gone. This date's going to sit right here where you were. I think that's how my brain actually functions. You know, like those movies where it, like animates your brain and like in SpongeBob where they had like all those like little, I feel like that's actually my brain. It has like little me's running around in there and it just decides to like in SpongeBob set some parts on fire. That's what happens.
If you're an important person in my life though, you're very consistent in my life. I don't forget your birthday. Like
when's my no, just kidding.
I don't forget people. Like actually in the beginning of our relationship, I didn't know your birthday. Remember that? You got so mad at me because I didn't know when it was.
Tough.
Now I know when it is, but I didn't know
I'd hope so.
I didn't know when it was. And she was like, I know when yours is. I was like, oh. I don't know because she wasn't like, we were friends, like, but she wasn't important enough for me to like be like, oh yeah, when's your birthday? I'm gonna bring you something type of vibes. Like,
yeah, I mean, cool. It was weird, not weird, but like when we first started hanging out and being friends, I was actually like in a whole nother relationship.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we were like close. And
I didn't have to know her birthday.
Right.
Then out of nowhere, I had to know her birthday and I was like, oh shoot, right. I should probably figure out what that is.
So. Yeah. Because like how long between becoming friends and like actually dating, it was like a couple years.
Yeah.
It was like 3 years.
3 to 4 years, yeah.
Like we were friends for like
2018.
Yeah, we were friends.
No. I mean, no, that's bad. That's off. 2015 or 2016.
Probably 2016 because I started.
2015.
That's when I started.
Yeah, it was like late 2015.
Okay, fair.
Probably like, if not early 2016.
I would probably say early 2016.
I disagree with that, but I can't.
I don't know. Right I don't know. It was between those years.
It'll sound weird, and there'll be some names that brought up, and you'll be like, "Whoa!" So like, we'll talk about
All right. Anyways, so that's the tea. And we're going to move on. Who's most likely to fall in a public place?
Alyssa.
That's so annoying that I was going to agree. I feel like I would just be the one to like
trip.
Yeah, literally over nothing. Do you know the amount of times I've worn like my Adidas slides and just caught my foot like on the floor?
This is the noise she'll make. Whoa.
I'll literally be walking and be like, oh.
The floor. Yeah.
Those, I swear, anyone who has them, you know what I'm talking about. The black slides with like the top, that's the white and black stripes. You know exactly what shoe I'm talking about. Confirm or deny, those shoes are out to get you.
Denied.
Oh, whatever. No, they're out to get you because I'm telling you, you'll be walking just fine. Then all of a sudden, it wants to put you on the floor. Like, I don't understand.
It wants to put you, like, it just like waved.
It literally, like, all of a sudden, it, like, something pops up out of nowhere that only the shoe sees. And you're tripping over, like...
Shoe's like, oh, there it is.
You're literally tripping over air.
Should be like...
You're tripping over air.
Here's our shot.
Confirm or deny. Please, someone confirm, because you all know what I'm talking about. You know.
I don't.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
I own Under Armour slides.
Who's most likely to laugh at the wrong time?
Alyssa. 100% Alyssa, bro. Remember those like moments where I'm like really angry?
I'm not good in serious situations.
Remember those moments where I'm really angry? So like imagine really angry me and her just doing this right here. Yeah.
I'm not good in serious situations. I get really uncomfortable.
So who's the toxic one?
Me.
We're both toxic, bro.
Isn't it supposed to be like opposites attract? Like, we're not opposites in that sense.
We're opposite toxics.
Oh, that sounds so bad.
Like we're toxic in our own opposite way.
But okay, so as I was saying, in serious situations, I get really uncomfortable. And the only thing to make me not comfortable, but like the only thing I do to like relax almost is laugh. Like we could be in a serious, dead serious conversation. And like, I don't know, like it just comes out. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say because whether or not I actually like LOL, my face will show it. Like I'll literally be like, and like, you know, when you're like want to laugh, but you're trying to hold it in, like your face changes. You could see on your face that you want to laugh so bad and you're trying to hide it. Yeah. Me, 100% me. I'm
worse than being extremely pissed off
and having a conversation. I'm just like
trying to talk and explain why you're extremely pissed off. And she's over here.
It's those little sound effects too. But like, I don't know, like at that point, okay, so future reference. If we're having a talk and it's a pretty serious conversation and I'm just sitting there trying so hard not to laugh, just know I'm probably uncomfortable. Like that's your key indicator. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable and I don't know what else to do. There we go. There's my toxic trait. I just announced it to you. Okay.
I don't even know what to say.
So we're going to move on.
Yes.
This one's an interesting one. Who's most likely to call JJ a wrong name?
Me.
Really?
Yeah, me. You know how crazy my brain be, bro? Hey, you kid, come here. You know how many times my grandfather does that to me?
I've had that happen with like me and my brothers. Note that I just said brothers, so like I'll just get called like a guy name when like my mom's trying to call someone. They're like, oh, Sean, no, Alyssa. Like you just think like whatever name pops in your head is who you call, and meanwhile like it's not the kid you're trying to call. I don't know if that'll happen having one kid right now. Like what other name am I gonna call him? Because like even if I call him Julian, it's not really a mistake whether I'm calling you or him.
Hold on.
But you know what I'm saying? Like whether I'm like Julian, like if I went to go like call him and said your name, like you guys have the same name.
I suck. I'll be done called the kid one of his classmates' names. I'll be like, hey yo, Henry. Oh, I mean
I'll be like, who's Henry, Dad? Dad, who's Henry?
Henry. Yo, Mommy, Daddy called me Henry.
No, today. That'd be so funny if he was like, Mommy, I don't even know what Henry. He'll be like, Julian will mess up some other classmate's name. He'll be like, oh, like your classmate, like Henry. And he'll be like, Dad, I don't have a classmate. a classmate named Henry. Like,
imagine if I call him the wrong name and he has my name. That's so bad. But I feel like I could do it.
That would be, I don't even know how like I would take that. I'd be like, dude, you literally have the same name.
I feel like I could do it. My brain just has so much on it. Like,
actually, it's funny because I feel like I do that with this Julian, because like I'll call our son Buddy sometimes, and like I'll go to talk to Julian and I'll be like, Buddy, and I'm like, oh wait. Like, instead of calling JJ Buddy, I'll call Julian Buddy, and then he's like, do you just call me Buddy? And I'm like, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to call you Buddy.
She does do that. Okay, so both of us then.
But like I do that to you, not him.
Yeah, but
I don't know. That's I don't know. I would probably still vote you.
My mom calls me my uncle's name all the time. Like,
it's
she'll
so
call
funny.
me. She'll call me. I'll be like, "Hey, Junior." Oh, Julian.
Everyone in your family does that too, because your grandmother does that sometimes too.
Yo,
it's so funny. They all do it.
They'll call him and be like, "Yo, Julian," and I'll be like, "I am not Julian." He's so funny. He's like, "Yo, do you get called me all the time?" I'll be like, "Yep."
I feel like I don't really get called anyone. Like I said, I've probably gotten called my brother's name a couple times, but the way my mom would call my brothers and mix them up, it's so funny. Because it literally happened like so much. But like they're two boys, so like it probably was like bound to happen where like I'm a girl, so I'm just like, hold on, hold the phone.
Like, hold on. Well, your name could have been Jordan.
No, my name was actually going to be Sean.
Oh, well, I mean.
But then I was a girl.
No, I'm saying like Jordan could be a girl's name too.
Jordan was going to be a girl, or Jordan was going to be Jordan either way.
Oh, interesting.
If he was, so he's Jordan Nicholas, but if he was a girl, he would have been Jordan Nicole.
Oh.
So Jordan was going to be Jordan either way, whether he was a girl or a boy, but he was a boy, so he's Jordan Nicholas.
You just going to put his government out there on stream, Jordan? I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Entire government.
I was going to be Alyssa or Sean, and Sean was going to be Sean or Brittany.
Brittany. I'm going to text him. Hey, Brittany.
So, fun fact, family names, now that you wanted to know that.
What do you think he'll say if I text him? Hey, Brittany.
He would have been like, what? I'd be like, well, someone didn't save my number. He'll be like, that's the end of your Christmas present.
Yo, right? You come back and get my mini fridge. Don't do that, bro. Hey.
What were you going to be if you were a girl?
Oh, good question.
You don't know what you're going to be?
No.
I think it's funny. Like, I love knowing that. Like, JJ was going to be a junior, or if he was a girl, he was going to be Ava. Like, I love knowing, like, both sides. I think it's really cool.
I don't know. I never
You
really
didn't know
asked
what your girl name was going to be? We'll have to ask her, because now I'm curious.
Hey, Mom, what would have been my girl name?
Because I know some people wait till they know the sex of the baby to find out names.
I think that's what my mom did.
Some people just don't plan like the opposite sex names. We thought about it before we found out the gender, so we had both picked out.
Mm-hmm.
But
my grandfather had a cousin named Julian, so my mom liked his name, so that's why she wanted to name me Julian.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she found out after she knew you were a boy.
Well, maybe she just knew I was going to be a boy the whole way through, and just
maybe some people are like that. Some people have like a really strong feeling.
I wouldn't be surprised with my mom.
Because some people that want to wait have like a really strong feeling, and they're like, no, like I know I'm having a boy.
I thought that's how I felt about you having a girl, but he surprised me, man.
I was really back and forth.
He surprised me.
Anyway, now that we're so off topic.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to this one's gonna expose us so bad.
Go for it.
Who's most likely to not shower for a week?
Alyssa!
No, that sounds so bad, but I would grossly have to agree.
Ew.
Okay, it's not that I wouldn't shower for a week. I feel like mom duties just gets to you, like it gets the best of you sometimes. And like, I'm not saying I would go for like a week, but I could honestly probably like
out of the two of us, you'd be more like
2 days later, or like 3 days later, honestly, be like, wow. And then like, I don't know, like as a girl, like you just also know like through your hair, as weird as that sounds, because not everyone washes their hair every day. So when your hair gets to a point where you're like, because you start to think like, wow, like when was the last time I showered? Because like you don't wash your hair all the time. So you're like, when was the last time I washed my hair? Is a different story. But mom life will, I'm telling you right now, will get the best of you, and you'll be doing so much that like showering is not like what you're thinking of.
Oh, no.
So then you lay in bed and you're like, wow, like I meant to shower today. And then you're like, oh, I'm so tired. Like I did this and this. And like, I really don't feel like showering. So I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, because not going to lie, I did that the other day. I literally went to bed and I was like, oh, I wanted to shower, but now I don't feel like standing in the shower. So I literally showered the next morning.
I mean, it's not terrible that you did the next morning.
Yeah.
I'm judging on the inside, but it's not terrible. No,
Everyone probably is.
I know, everyone
like
probably
I said,
is.
it's gonna expose us. And when I meant us, I meant me, because I knew dang well the answer was gonna be me.
Yeah. The minute I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that's Alyssa, bro. That's not me.
Like it is. I'm not saying I'm going a whole week. That's a little much.
Bro.
I will say I can go like probably like a day and a half, 2 days, because I'll be like, whoa, I forgot to shower. Let me go shower.
No,
or like I said, I won't do it at night, and I'll be like, okay, I'll just shower the next morning.
Bad I wanted to shower and what he did to me because I needed a shower. I put the dude in the pack and play, and he was overheating a little bit. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna let you chill in your diaper because you're a little sweaty. Like,
And this is what you get.
So I let him chill while I showered.
Maybe he was trying to tell you he wanted to shower too.
So he literally took his diaper off and peed all over the floor.
He was standing there butt naked with his diaper right next to him in the pack and play.
And just peed all over the floor.
Maybe he was like, Daddy, I want to shower too. I want to shower. I want to take a bath. Give me a bath. And you didn't think of it. So he said, bet. Let me get naked for you. Maybe
come back and get me.
Come back and get me and put me in the shower. That was low-key his subtle hint. You just didn't get it.
I didn't catch it though.
He said, bet. There you go.
My water would be too hot for him anyway.
Oh my God.
He wouldn't have made it.
I feel like, honestly, Julian likes to shower in like, oh my God.
The Sahara Desert.
Literally, it is so warm. I don't understand how he doesn't come out of the shower with actual 3rd-degree burns. But so I feel like if you had to actually like jump in the shower with him, the water to you would feel cold.
Yeah.
Because it would be normal for him.
Yeah, I'd hate it.
Actually, I feel like it'd be anyone, like if anyone's normal water, like if I went to go set the shower for like how I would shower and told you to get in, like, okay, I set the water for you, go shower. You'd be like, what the heck?
Yeah, I would turn it up. Bro, I literally have it like 1 or 2 notches from like all the way over.
Yeah, like he has it steaming. Like it's so hot. Like you open the door and like it's like a steam bath in there. Like you would think he actually sat in like a sauna.
So the best feeling though for me with that is like when it's like freezing cold and like my toes are like ice cold, my body's ice cold.
Step in the shower.
I step in the shower.
Is that good?
It heats me up so much.
Is that good? I don't know if that's supposed to be a thing.
I don't know if it's good, but it feels so
Sometimes
good.
if I am cold, like I'll put the shower on really warm just to step in and get warm, but then I'll stand there and I'll be like, yeah, I'm too hot. Like there would be times where I have the water too warm that I can actually feel like I'm sweating in the shower. And I'm like, I've
done that in the bathtub before.
Like, can that be a thing? Like, why am I sweating in water?
I mean, I think that's actually good for you because that's why they had those steam rooms.
Yeah, but you're not sitting in water. Like you're sitting in a room.
Yeah, but that's what saunas do.
I know, but like if I'm standing underwater or in something, like I should not be sweating in a liquid. Does that make sense?
You're over here cooking yourself. You're boiling yourself like lobster.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like that should not be a thing. But that's how Julian showers.
I mean, it's good. It feels good, bro.
Nah, you're wild. You're wild. You're wild. All right. Well, I have one more.
What's your last one?
Who's most likely to... You guys, I feel like they're actually just trying to expose me.
Why? What'd they say?
Who's most likely to fall asleep during a conversation?
Alyssa. Although
I feel like these are meant to expose me.
I've done it before, but I was heavily medicated at the time. So
that doesn't count.
It doesn't count. It was when my lung collapsed and my uncle came to see me. And he was just talking to me and I was all asleep in conversation. He would talk to me about something and I'd fall asleep. I'd open my eyes and I'll start talking again. Like, yeah. Like the conversation never ended.
Nurse, is you okay?
My friends did the same thing. They came to see me and I had so much like medication. I was just like, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Like nothing ever happened.
Whoa, okay, I'm freaked out. Gotta go. If you fell asleep and just woke up and like especially if you continued where you left off, I'd be like, Whoa, hold on.
It sucks because the only times I remember from that hospital stay is the times I was in pain. Times I remember.
Of course.
That's the only times I remember. I mean, I remember my friends coming to see me, bringing me food. Yeah, but I remember being in like bad pain.
I can.
Vicious.
I feel like I used to do this all the time because like sometimes, so like when Julie and I were.
Yup. Expose yourself.
When Julian and I were, didn't live together, I would literally not be able to sleep sometimes, or I'd just be like, can I call you? And like, I'd FaceTime him and literally have the phone there and basically just have him like talk me to sleep, if that makes sense. It'd be so bad. I'd literally just be like, talk me to sleep. And like, he'll talk about something. Hopefully it wasn't too boring because I would literally fall asleep on FaceTime with him talking.
And I would hang up. And then sometimes she would try to text me like she wasn't asleep. I'm like, bro, you was asleep. I called your name like 3 times. Stop it.
I'd be like, was that me? Did I hang up? I wasn't sleeping. Well,
and then I'd have to hang up because if I didn't, her phone would die and she wouldn't have an alarm to go to work in the morning. So I really did you a favor.
That's so bad.
I did you a favor.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was Patricia.
That was who? Your split personality?
Yeah.
Oh God. Where'd you just come up with that name?
You've never seen that? No. It's from a movie. There's a guy. Okay, so there's a movie. I literally said this meme earlier when we were talking about, which one were we talking about? Oh, having 2 different personalities. Duh. So there's a movie. I forget what it's called, but there's a guy who has like a split personality and like he becomes 2 different people. And there's a meme from, I guess, the movie. I haven't seen the movie, so like,
I don't talking about split.
I don't know when like he does it or says it, but there's a meme where it's a picture of him and he's like awkwardly smiling and he's like, that wasn't me. That was Patricia.
We should rent the movie and watch it.
Okay.
Because I've been really into like seeing different movies to see different editing styles. So we should watch it.
Okay, well, don't talk about them during the movie. I'm not trying to go and sit in a movie with you and you'll just be like, yo, I could do that.
We're not
they did that because of this. I know, but I don't want you talking about editing styles through the whole movie.
Speaking of editing styles, The Last of Us. Oh my goodness.
See, here we go. I'm glad I didn't watch it with him.
Goodness. Listen, if you're watching The Last of Us,
when I was asleep.
If you're watching The Last of Us, tell me about it. Tell me. Oh, don't tell me about it, but tell me you're watching it. Like we could talk about it because
tell him about it in a separate
chat. Yeah. There you go. Question of the week.
So we actually were debating what to do for this because we didn't want to be like the basic, like, tell me which one you most related to or tell me if you're most likely to do this. I mean, let us know down below,
Definitely.
like which one you either related to the most or like
and
play along with us. Either be like, oh, not me or me.
Let me know if you think I'm toxic.
Me too. Yikes. Please still like us. We're cool, I swear. So we were trying to come up with a question of the week. This one is definitely not related to the little game we played. It's not related to who's most likely to blah, blah, blah at all. So we have a random question of the week for you. Mm-hmm. So Julian was going to make it, or Julian had said, what's your favorite food? But I took it to like another level and I'm going to say, what is your favorite food at the moment? You know how sometimes you go through phases where like you really like something and you eat it all the time. And then like all of a sudden you'll just like not like it anymore because you ate it so much. So right now, it could still be like your favorite food. Like you just never get tired of it. But at the moment, what is your favorite food? Like what do you like to eat? What do you like to snack on?
I'm gonna get judged so hard.
Uh-oh.
Yo, Nathan's hot dogs have been slapping lately.
See? But he doesn't have those all the time.
No.
So that's definitely in the moment right now. I would say I've been getting a lot of bananas at the store and having bananas and peanut butter. It's so good, so underrated. I thought it was weird too until I actually tried it. This was one of the things where like I tried it and I was like,
You're
okay.
like, whoa,
but I've seen a lot of people have it on like toast, like make like a like toast and like put peanut butter on it and then like put like the little pieces of banana on it. Mm-hmm. I want to do that. I think that's actually how I tried it. And it wasn't awful, but lately I've just been cutting up a banana, putting it on a plate, and like scooping a thing of peanut butter onto the plate and like eating it like that. But
you're making me hungry.
I'm starving, so probably wasn't a good question of the week.
Probably wasn't. Well, here's a second one too. Follow up. If you watched The Last of Us this week, don't spoil it for anyone in the comment section because I will delete your comment. But let me know what you thought of it and if you watched it. It's the highest rated.
Answer that question because I haven't watched.
It's the highest rated show right now on IMDb.
Really?
Highest rated show, and I see why. 100%. 100%.
Maybe I will. I don't know. Want to rewatch it with me?
Yeah, I'll rewatch it. It's only episode 1. It's an hour long.
I'm thinking it's like a movie.
No,
it's a series.
Yeah, it's a series. It's only episode 1.
Sorry.
Comes out every Sunday.
I popped out of my rock for a second if you couldn't tell.
No, it's Patrick.
No, this is Patrick. All right, well, on that note, that's all I got for who's most likely to. Do you have a random one you want to share? I don't.
I don't either. I don't know.
That's always a fun game to play.
It is a fun game to play.
I want to play it with more like juicy, like intense questions.
I want to play with another couple.
Get it going, get it like fighting, get it like,
like Alex's video yesterday. I want to do it with another couple.
I want to do it where it's like really intense, deep, juicy questions. Cause like I'm trying to dig into other people's minds. I'm not crazy or psycho, but I want to.
But she laughs when you're angry at her.
Yes. Okay, maybe I am psycho.
Oh man! All right, guys. On that note, are you good? I think we're good.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I've exposed myself enough.
We're out of here, guys. If you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, make sure you leave a 5-star review on the apps you're listening on. Make sure you
check us out on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe,
and write a review. That's the biggest part. Write a review.
Follow us on all social medias. They are in the description below. Follow definitely our podcast Instagram. I would like to post what I post on our other Instagram in the podcast Instagram because it's podcast related.
You could also put a poll on Spotify too, just so you know.
Really?
I will show you how to do that. Yes. You could put a poll on Spotify.
I could also probably put like stuff on like the community tab on our Instagram, not Instagram, in our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, guys. So follow all of our podcast stuff so I know I can post there and you'll see it. And that'll definitely help us out with the podcast, planning it, giving you what you want to hear, what you want us to talk about, all types of stuff. But,
all right.
Yeah.
We're out of here, though. Keep grinding. Keep chasing dreams. Remember, nothing without because these are we out. Peace.